Welcome back, guys. They are putting out Halloween already, and the majority of this stuff scans up as an error on the scanner. I did find a couple pennies in the Halloween stuff, but most of it came up as an error. Um, so if you have a store that lets you have the error products for a penny, definitely look in the Halloween stuff. And even if not, like I said, I did find a couple, penny items over there. I did not have any luck with the school supplies today, but they did just put that out, so definitely check to see if your stores has put out any old stuff in the school supplies. Um, I haven't seen these before. I had seen somebody getting some hair dyes, but I don't think it was these ones. But I thought it was a pretty nice find. Um, then we also had, of course, all the things that everybody's getting this week. Magnifying glasses, face primer, candy, and the chalk writing markers. Which I did score some of those, and I will show you all that here in a moment. I did not find any of the sparklers or poppers for a penny. I also didn't get any of the flavor enhancers. I haven't found any of those yet. I have no clue what I'm going to do with all these hair dyes yet, but I'm sure somebody will enjoy them. I'll find somebody to give them to. So today is my birthday, so I had to do a quick detour off and go to Starbucks and get my free coffee. I'm going to try to do some of the other free birthday things tomorrow, but I know Starbucks on your birthday itself, so I had to stop by and do that. I know I'm going to do Panera, Firehouse, and Ulta tomorrow for my birthday. But if y'all have any other good ideas for birthday freebies, let me know in the comments. Okay, so one of the biggest questions is always, how do we find the penny items? And though there is a list, and all of these things, the magnifying glass, the face primer, the pantyhose, and the chalk pens, we're all off of this week's list, but a lot of the items we find are, especially like when they first put stuff out, just like the back to school and now they got Halloween coming out. When they bring old product out of the back, that's been my best luck to find things. And so like the Halloween, I just went and looked, and any of the packages that were different, I'd look at the back, see what the date was on them, and find the oldest packages, and then go scan them. And then normally there'll be kind of like a theme with it. Once you find one package that scans up a penny, then you just look for that same kind of packaging. Um, Unfortunately, with the Halloween stuff today, all of that stuff, the only things that were scanning up regular price were the large spiders and the yard spikes. All of the rest of it was either a penny or an error code. They didn't have a whole lot out, but all the stuff they had over there either was a penny or used to be a penny, which in my experience, that's why they come up as an error, is because they were pennied out and then were left too long and then they were completely removed from the system. Um, all these pens, I wasn't real sure which colors were and weren't included. I believe it's green, blue, and pink that were included. So, but I couldn't remember when I was in the store, so I just took one of each to the scanner. I do apologize. This was a total of, I think, 3 stores So some items I show multiple different times, but they are found slightly different locations. So it might help to be able to see different places you can find them or how to spot them a little bit easier. I'm thinking all these magnifying glasses I might include um, in donations for a nursing home. Seems like that might be a good use for them. I mean, they're kind of nice. They light up and everything. Um, I think all the magnifying glasses I found were at the register. Some of them were in slightly different places at the register, but all of them were up at the register. And then I know with the candy, I only found it at one store. And I took it straight and gave it to somebody else that had wanted it. So I didn't even look at the date on it. I know a lot of people are finding that all of it in their stores is out of date. I did text the person that I gave it to and let them know that it might be out of date, and they said they weren't worried about it. I mean, it's Swedish fish. I honestly have no clue what they're even made out of, but they're probably good forever. I don't know. Um, I also only found the chicken noodle soup at one store. I was originally looking for like a, I don't know, chicken noodle soup. This is actually like a cream of chicken soup. It was interesting. I mean, it's chicken soup, tastes like chicken soup. I mean, cream of chicken soup with noodles in it is a bit of an odd texture, but it still just tasted like cream of chicken soup. So, these primers, I haven't tried or opened or really looked at these at all, but I found a ton of these. I actually left all of them at the second store along with the magnifying glasses and the pantyhose because I found so many at the first store. So I just took a video of them and left them. Hopefully somebody else will go back in there and find them. And then, so I know I mentioned last week being really confused when I got to my first store on Monday because there was some ladies there that had two entire shopping carts full of refrigerated items. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that stuff was going to go. So I decided just to go to a store around the corner. Um, and then I got there and none of the stuff had pennied. And then I stopped at another store after work and nothing there had pennied. Then I came home and I looked on social media and nobody else seemed to be getting this stuff. Well, anyway, I went back to that store today and the cashier mentioned that the ladies that were in there had thought that anything that scanned up as product not found was going to be a penny. Now, that store does have two scanners in it, but I guess these ladies had never penny shop before. It was their first time trying. And he did say that they went back and they put everything back in the cooler instead of just like abandoning it at the front or something. Um, but it does say be careful about what you're doing. Try to make sure you're sure of what you're pulling because I'm sure it took them a pretty good amount of time to put all that product back on the or back in the refrigerator. Um, I wish I had better advice for those of you that don't have in-store scanners. I know it's got to be aggravating getting price checks and everything. I would just say try to verify it more than one way. Either try to find that someone else has found the product for a penny and verified that it's a penny, or check the date on the back. I mean, if it's 25 or 26, it's most likely not going to be a penny. So this would be a good indicator if it comes up as product not found, and then you look at the back and it's 2026. then it probably just hasn't been added to the system yet. But if it's 2022, then probably get a price check on it. I'm not sure if y'all should be happy or disappointed that I didn't have my microphone hooked up because Mom was going to sing something for you for the Marilyn Monroe pantyhose. Anyway, happy hunting, good luck, see you next time.